Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa thana'u lillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Brothers, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes or commands us to do a certain ibadah, He puts some reasons behind it, or the essence of this particular ibadah that He wants us to perform. An example is Salah, the prayer that we've just performed. There is some essence in this particular prayer that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has attached to it. Indeed, one of it is to protect or prevent us from al-fahsha'i wal-munkar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Indeed, salah makes the performer abstain, keep away, keep off al-fahsha, immorality, and al-munkar, the sins. So a person who prays, you expect from him that you don't see most of the sins, if not any, from him. And munkar, al-fahsha, also you don't see from him, because that is the essence of prayers. When it comes to the ibadah, the ibadah of zakah or giving, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also from it wants that the hearts of the giver is purified from stinginess, and of course the wealth of the giver is also purified, remains blessed, and has barakah in it. And on top of that, it also purifies the heart of the one receiving from having hasad. The one that you're giving, or she, will be like, if you get, it's like I've also got. So he will be praying for you so that you get more, and the hasad will be removed from his heart in a way. And of course, bringing up the bond of brotherhood and Islam, the communal life that we have, that we are our brother's keeper in sadaqah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً تُطَهِّرُهُمْ. Take from amongst their wealth sadaqah, zakah, so that you will purify their wealth, and you will purify their wealth with that particular zakah or sadaqah that you are taking or you are getting. What is then the maqasid of this Ramadan that we are in? What essence has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attached to this holy month and these ibadahs that you're doing in this holy month of Ramadan? Brothers and sisters, among many essences that are found in Ramadan, one of it is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us, or wants to show us, that the way we live in this Ramadan, the way our conduct is in this holy month, that is indeed how our conduct should be throughout the whole year, or throughout our life, is as if this is a namudaj that we as Muslims are to follow. The salah that we pray, Allah wants us, the salah that we pray in Ramadan, we continue the same. The generosity that we show in Ramadan, Allah wants that generosity transferred even in the other months. The Qiyamul Layl, the Quran, the good morals, the good behavior, the brotherhood, Allah wants to see it in all the rest of the months of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a namudaj. It is a namudaj that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing us that this should be your life throughout the year. That is why some of them said, if you want to see a real Muslim, if you want to see the real life of a Muslim, check him in Ramadan. Check him in Ramadan, the way he abstains from sins, the way he leaves away the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded him to leave, the way even the halal that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in other months are halal for him, he leaves them aside. You know, we are in other months during the day we eat, we drink, you know, we have our relationships with our spouses, but during the day of Ramadan, we leave this halal, you know, and until the time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed, from morning to evening, we don't eat anything. If we can abstain from halal during this little period, it is min babi awla for us and to be easy for us to abstain from the sins and the muharramat in the other months of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is min babi awla for us to leave the sins in other months. So one of the essences of Ramadan is Allah wants all our life to be like the way we are in Ramadan. Our practicing, our khushu', our steadfastness in ibadah, Allah wants to see them all through the rest of the months of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But ya asafa, alhamdulillah, most of us have done what needs to be done. We've prayed our prayers in jama'ah. We've read certain juz'is or even finished Quran several times. We've abstained from what we need to abstain. But behind our hearts we are saying, when will this month end so that I return back to my normal masiyah? You know? We are not taking this lesson that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put therein in this month. And for those who have put azma and put niyyah that when Ramadan ends, the way I used to practice, the way I was a good Muslim, I will continue that way. Those are the lucky ones who have learned the real lessons that you needed to learn in this holy month of Ramadan. The second essence of Ramadan, or what we learn from this Ramadan, is that Allah is showing us something, that if you were to worship Him the way He needs to be worshipped, if you were to be steadfast in ibadah the way Allah has prescribed them for you, Allah will make your life easy. He will take charge of your affairs. He will put barakah in your time, your life and rizq. Look at how life is in Ramadan. Look at how things are in Ramadan. Even the little that you have, you want to share it with your brother. There is barakah in everything. In ta'am there is barakah. You take a little, you are okay. You know? Even the miskin, the ones who will not get their daily bread during the normal month, alhamdulillah, in Ramadan, they are catered for. There is barakah all over. And even if you ask them outside there, do you wish that Ramadan continues? Of course, they will say for a different reason. Because in Ramadan, people give them, people are generous to them, people take care of them. There is barakah all over. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَوْ أَنَّ أَهْلَ الْقُرَىٰ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِّنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. If the people of the cities were to believe and of course have taqwa, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have opened for them barakah, blessings from the earth and in the heavens, the way people are doing ibadah now and things seem easy for them during this holy month of Ramadan. And the most essence or the major one out of them all is this month of Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala needs us to get taqwa, wants from us to get taqwa. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. This verse has been recited over and over again, and one of my colleagues in the university will say this is the sweetest verse in Ramadan. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Allah has prescribed for you fasting the way it was prescribed to those who were before you, so that you will gain taqwa. 20 days or so of Ramadan has gone. Have you really got the taqwa that is needed for you to get during this month of Ramadan? Just ask yourself, check yourself. Balil insanu ala nafsihi basira. You know yourself more than anyone else. Have you gained this taqwa? Or are you even near it? Or Ramadan is just going to be finished and be done, and you are still the same? Check yourself with ma'asiyah. Do you still have the appetite of doing ma'asiyah? Do you still have that urge to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Have things changed? Are you still, do you have that big urge to perform and come near to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are you getting that taqwa? If not, you still have some days. You still have some days to check yourself and rectify where you need to rectify, so that you get this major essence of Ramadan, of getting a taqwa. Kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. So in these essences that we've mentioned, check yourself and put yourself where you need to be, so that when Ramadan ends, you have really benefited from this holy month of Ramadan. I don't need to be so, to take much of your time, because as I said in the beginning, people are going back to work. Some who need to finish their hizb need to do so. أقول ما تسمعون سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. شكرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.